My name is Anne, and this is my story. I never thought that my life would take such a complicated turn. It all started when my husband, John, began traveling overseas for work. Loneliness crept into my heart, and I found solace in the most unexpected place, the arms of our driver, Michael. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Michael and I became more than just driver and employer. We developed a forbidden love that grew stronger with each passing day. Little did I know that this love would bring consequences that would haunt me for years to come. During our affair, I became pregnant not once, but twice. The children we had were not John's, but Michael's. I knew I had to keep this secret hidden at all costs. To ensure Michael's silence, I offered him a bribe of 10 million naira, begging him not to reveal the truth to anyone, especially John. Time passed, and life moved on. Michael decided to marry another woman, hoping to find happiness and start a family of his own. However, fate had other plans for him. 5 years into his marriage, his wife remained childless, and the yearning for his own children grew stronger. Just when I thought I had escaped the consequences of my actions, John returned to Nigeria. His presence brought a wave of fear and uncertainty. Michael, driven by the desire to be a part of his children's lives, could no longer keep the secret buried within him. He approached me, demanding to be recognized as their father. Confusion consumed me as I grappled with the impossible choice before me. Should I reveal the truth to John and risk destroying our marriage, or continue living a lie, denying my children the opportunity to know their real father? The weight of my decision pressed heavily on my shoulders. Before I could decide what to do, Michael took matters into his own hands. He went to our house, intending to confess everything to John. However, I had already confessed my infidelity to John before Michael arrived. The atmosphere turned tense, and the truth spilled out like a flood, shattering our lives. John's anger knew no bounds. In a fit of rage and hurt, he called the police and had both Michael and me arrested. The betrayal he felt was immeasurable, and he swiftly filed for divorce. Our once happy home had become a battleground of secrets and broken trust. As we faced the consequences of our actions, the road to redemption seemed long and arduous. Michael and I found ourselves in a web of legal battles and emotional turmoil. We both realized the gravity of our mistakes and the damage we had caused to those we loved. In the midst of the chaos, forgiveness became our only hope for a brighter future. John eventually found it in his heart to forgive, not just me, but himself as well. As a good Christian which he was, he felt he did not do well for not being there for me, but was always on a business trip. Though that was not an excuse for me to do what I did. He said he loved me and have never cheated on me. He really felt betrayed and disappointed in me. He sent me back to my parents as he was not in a right frame of mind to decide on our future. As for Michael, John was also disappointed in him for doing such to him. After several months with my parents, my husband called for a family meeting and decided to do a thorough medical checks on me to see if I can still bear children and also if I had contracted any disease as a result of my infidelity. If the results are positive, well, you know the answer to that. Well, the results were positive and negative. That is, I could still bear a child and I did not contract any disease from Michael or whoever. The journey towards healing began, and we vowed to rebuild our lives, this time with honesty and transparency as our foundation. The scars of our past will always remain, but we have learned to accept them as a part of our journey. Our children, once shrouded in secrecy, now have the chance to know the truth and form a relationship with their biological father. We walk the path of redemption and strive to create a new beginning for our family. Now, our once loving children are now in the hands of Michael. Through the storm of secrets and betrayal, I have come to understand the value of honesty, trust, and the consequences of one's actions. The road to redemption is never easy, but it is essential for personal growth and the healing of relationships. Life has taught me that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a better tomorrow. Now, we have only a child. He is a boy child. Hope this story of mine teaches you valuable lessons. It's better to learn from the experiences of others than to learn from your own experience. Thank you for listening.